it's got really high mileage, it looks horrific, it needs a load of work, needs a service, it's due an MOT, but there are some good things. Ready?
I'd say they work surprisingly well.
Need that looking up. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, and yes, that was fantastic editing work by myself and my compadre. However, today we're going to be serious because we have got serious problems that are going on in here, and the big issue we've got at the moment is, as you can see, because I'm stood on an empty ramp with an empty space underneath it, an empty space next to me, I have got no stock, which is a big problem because I sell stock, or try to. So, desperate times call for desperate measures, as you've seen from the thumbnail, and this is pretty desperate. And I lived in Tenerife for a while and I was a fat lad working behind a bar, so I know what desperation is. This is a new low for me. However, this business has always been built on going bigger, better, more expensive, nicer, shinier, bigger value. And sometimes I feel like I've potentially forgotten my roots and where it all started from. And I have got a part exchange that's landed up here. And I'm wondering whether or not this might actually be something that I should retail. It's got really high mileage. It looks horrific, it needs a load of work, needs a service, it's due an MOT, but there are some good things. So what I'm going to do is show you around this car, and I'd like you, my subscribers and my friends and family, to let me know whether or not I am being a little bit stupid here. What I'm going to do now is talk you through this part exchange that came in against a £22,000 Mercedes A-Class, and it was quite the step up for her. Come and take a look. Here it is. It's a 2013 VW Polo, which has done 109,000 miles, which is, I've got a cap on mileage at around 70 or 80. I have gone higher, but I tend to struggle with stuff that's done sort of like 90 something. And I think it's because in people's heads, they're going, I'm going to be the one to push that over 100,000 miles. Well, fortunately, someone's already done this for you. So I just don't know what to do with this. So it's got nice service history. It's got low owners. It should have 5 for each year, but it's got 3, I want to say. And overall, it's not horrific, but it would make like a really nice first car for someone. And I gave a total of 1,300 British pounds for it, which equates to more in dollars. Used to be a lot more in dollars, but we're a weak country now. Cheers, Boris. Anyway, what I'm going to do is let's have a proper look around it, and I'll point out the bits that need, in my opinion, getting right to put it in this showroom and see whether or not there's actually a margin left on this car. So, should we start off inside of it? So the car has done 109,778 miles, and it certainly smells like it in here. It's not actually that bad. That's probably a little bit too critical of the previous owner, but there's kind of like a musky smell in here, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Now, it's not cannabis. We've had that before, and it's certainly not dog, so I'm not quite sure what it is, but looking at the stains on the ceiling, and I think that might even be a footprint, and the stains on the seats, I might be getting closer to what's been going on in this car. However, good on them. I was young once. The steering wheel is worn, the gear knob is worn. The seat bolster actually looks all right. The seats in general look okay. They just need a good clean up. That's a questionable stain. It's just a little bit kind of minging. However, it's not awful. Do you know what I mean? As a first car, I'd have been happy with this. I'm going back in, Cal. It's, oof. That works. I've always liked that with VWs, to be fair, the way that you can... Let me just tuck my belly into my underpants so I don't look as fat on camera. Right, it has been modified to have... There's no blade on that key. It comes with one key. It's been modified to have Bluetooth, I think, of some description. It really has got absolutely zero thrills in here, but there's an air conditioning button there. And for a new driver, genuinely, this looks like £3,500 retail. And I'm questioning myself as to whether or not I'm being stupid by just trading it on, get my 1,300 quid back, when actually there could be a £2,000 margin across this car. And when you look at it from a percentage point of view, if you put 60 grand in a car and pull out 6 grand, you've made 10%. if you put £1,300 into a car and pull out 2,600 quid, you've made 100%. So actually, from a business point of view, it's a really good use of the money. Should we see what it sounds like? Do you have to depress the clutch? I'm guessing not. You do. So, engine management light has come on. Engine management light has gone off. I'm learning. Every day's a school day. We've got a tyre pressure warning light, we've got a service light that's pinged on, 105 mile range in there, which is probably about that much fuel in this because it is a 1.2 diesel with, at one point, 75 horsepower. Does the air conditioning work? The blower's come on. That feels cold, but I'm suspecting because the car is cold. Let's just assume that works. Has it got nav? It's got sat nav. It's got reversing camera? No. No reversing camera. It has got a rear view mirror. No cash. No cash. What's that stain? Oh.
Should feel a handbrake.
That's a bit sticky, isn't it? A quid. There's a quid. £1,299. Is there any more in there? No. Ow, that hurt. I'm not sure that was worth a quid. Right. It doesn't have parking sensors, and I'm about to show you what that's led to. Should we have a look outside of it? If you squint, it's mint. That's a term that's used quite often in this industry. You'd have to have your eyes shut with this thing. Which side? It's that side. I mean, it's pigging minging at the moment, so it's hard to tell, but we did have a proper look over it when it came in. It has got a slight blemish here, which, oh, that's probably going to be a harder job than I thought. Is it a dent, man, and a touching and a polish? Oh, there's more stains on the rear seats. So there's a nasty dent there. There's little sort of scratches all over it. It's a black car, so it needs a good buff, as all black cars do. Tyres, we have got, yeah, we've got one on the back. And we've got a matching one on the front. They are matching, to be fair. They are Compressor. Continental, similar. Same thing. The front of it's not too bad, actually, to be fair. But then again, it is cloaked in filth, so it might be worse when we come to look at it. This wing has got, unfortunately, a nasty scratch in there. But again, I'm thinking, do you touch it in? On a car that's going to be £3,500, do you touch it in? What are you pointing at, Callum? Oh, I thought it was a crack on the headlight. What? What? That?
No, right underneath.
What?
Got a piece of trim missing right in front of you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, who appraised this car? So we need a bit of trim on here. I mean, that's going to be 20 quid, isn't it? And again, matching tyre. So it's got 4 matching tyres. The rear brakes look a little bit, I think the right term is rusty. Cosmetically, it's not actually that bad. So the guy who rung up about this car, he rung on behalf of his daughter, and he did say he'd give it a 6 out of 10. And to be fair, I've had worse. Echoing Tenerife days again. We've not looked in the boot yet, have we? It was bought from the trade centre. Of course there isn't a parcel shelf. Of course there isn't a spare wheel. Or a tyre inflation kit. I think you'll get away with that with one of those bumper tidies. I know it sounds a little bit rough, and that's because it is. Right. I think best thing to do is get it out on the road and let's see how it feels behind the wheel of this absolute touch of class. The roaring purr of a 1.2 litre VW diesel, something to behold. So the clutch feels all right, which is helpful. It's going to pick Callum up and take him around the block. He needs to experience these things to realise just how good he's got it. Okay, yeah, lock the door. All right, Cal, yeah, out for a drive. This was genuinely the seating position.
What, as it is?
Yeah.
That takes you back to your youth.
Yeah, it does. Get the McDonald's skid plates out. Right. One thing that I know straight away, foot off the brake. This is a slope.
Doesn't go anywhere. Oh, there's a bit of a rock, but...
Oh, I'm better than this, aren't I?
Nah.
The clutch.
Is that a bit high?
Look at how they park.
I know.
How can I see where I'm going right now? Yeah, it's fair, that clutch is okay, which is my biggest worry about it, although a clutch will be about 40 pence in one of these, I'm guessing. It won't be about £1,000, won't it? So what we need to listen out for are knocks and bangs. Sounds all right.
It's worryingly, it's, yeah.
The steering is very light, like a feather. There's just not a lot to talk about, is there? It's got heated mirrors.
Good for the winter months, that's not.
It's good for the winter months. Traction control.
Oh, get that turned off.
Not sure that's required
Heated rear screen.
for when you're pushing it.
Keep your hands warm.
Thank you. I'm going to do a brake test, Callum. Let's see if it's got any brakes left on it. You ready? What I'll do is I'm going to drive really quickly towards this wall. And, oh.
Almost had to test them.
Ready?
I'd say they work surprisingly well.
I'm really impressed. It stops faster than it sets off, that's for sure. Okay, you know what it is? This car doesn't actually drive that badly. It's just cosmetically absolutely battered. It's had more hits than the Beatles.
Womp womp.
Huh? Right, let's give it some bootful. Yep. Important test.
Oh, yep.
I think the handbrake might require a little bit of adjustment. However, overall, it seems to drive all right. I don't know what to do about this car. Apologies for the sunlight there. Do I put it on Facebook Marketplace, sell it to myself, put it on Facebook Marketplace and I have no affiliation with the car whatsoever, or stick it on eBay or stick it into trade, or do we invest a little bit of time into this wonderful machine and try and get a nice little car ready for someone? But the problem is it just looks a bit stupid on the website, doesn't it? I'll leave it in gear. Let me know what your thoughts are. Cheers.